Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast. This is the Near Death Diary. Thank you. Thank you for circling around the internet campfire tonight with your host. That is moi, Deadeye Two Tongues, and the Fog Man, Mr. Cody.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Cody, how the hell you been?
I've been enjoying the fog.
Have you? Are we running low on fog juice?
We have 2 gallons of fog juice.
How far is that going to get us? What are we using per episode?
We're using 1.35 liters an episode.
Oh, wow.
That's an estimate based on nothing.
So we still... Okay. So that was just a lie. Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, I was just going to say, can we put that on an Amazon wish list?
Good.
We should probably start an Amazon wish list. Then just fill it full of weird...
Just nothing but fog related.
Yeah, right. Or thunder.
You need to go to meteorologist school.
Yeah. Well,
Learn more about the fog.
fog is still a mystery from what I understand. Nobody knows how it's made.
I know how it's made.
Yeah.
With this machine behind me.
Right? Well, no one knows what
All I
fog
gotta
juice
do
is made of.
Click this button.
Yeah, but the people are still trying to get to the bottom of what fog juice is. They find it from Mount Fog. Yeah, it's like Fuji water. It just comes out, of some beautiful spring, perfect as is, but no one can break down what it is. At least that's what I've been led to believe.
Chupacabra blood is what I heard.
I am kind of gullible sometimes, though. So, welcome to the podcast. If you're a first-time listener, first-time viewer, then here is the rundown of how this podcast goes. So, you guys, the viewers, send us in your stories to be read aloud along the telecommunication channels and the airwaves. And we take great pride in that, don't we, Cody?
We do.
Yes, we do. And we take your stories and we put them out there around what we call the internet campfire. And if you have any stories, if you have a story that you would like to be told, if you got just an absolute nail biter, then how about you write into us at the Hellfire Holler
podcast. I was going to synchronize with you, and then you just stopped.
Well, why wouldn't you first synchronize the fact that we're going to synchronize?
I thought it would just happen. I thought you'd know.
But now all right, hold on. Try it with me, okay?
The Hellfire Holler podcast at gmail.com.
Jesus.
Nailed it.
Yeah, like a monkey
If I
humping a
edit
football.
it, that's the first try.
So, yeah, that's how you guys can have your story read aloud on the podcast and keep the content flowing. We've had some really awesome stories.
Oh, yeah, they keep getting... I feel like we can't top one or something, and then it just keeps ramping up.
Keep getting some absolute bangers. Some bangers. And if we've done 2 per episode at least, that means that we have told at least 18 stories. We know it's 18 plus, but how awesome is that? In the short time that we have been doing this, I think right around the time this airs, it's going to be, a month and a half, 2 months? Somewhere.
I think
somewhere
it's only a month.
Wow. Talk about all the hard work and energy, guys. We're just going to spare you of that because we love you. We absolutely love you, and we love what we're doing. But my Lord, is it a pace to keep? Ain't it, Cody?
Well, 2 a week was your idea, so...
Well, look what we've done. We've blossomed.
I know, but...
We've blossomed, Cody. Well, I mean, the worst that happens is that you get, like psoriatic arthritis.
Yeah.
And we both become lizard lepers.
Woo!
I'd like to specify, too, it's not leopards. I said that in a video. I was like, apparently I'm a lizard leper. And all these people were like, lizard leopard sounds really cute. I'm like, as much as I wish it was lizard leopard, because that'd be cool. Can we get a rendition of a lizard
leper
meets leopard, and then can we get a lizard leper right after that. Yeah.
Honk a tonk, but donk a donk.
But Cody and I are ramping up. We by this point, what were we when it came to qualified views away? We were about halfway, right, to the 4K necessary.
I think we're 900 watch hours away.
900 watch. Okay, so it's
Something like
gone.
that.
It's gone up. Considering each one of our videos is an hour long, if everybody watches them all the way through, we should get there pretty quick. If you want to help us afford that, and one of our biggest desires, which is the means to travel to take our cryptid hunting to the locations in which we are talking about in many of these stories, and also to be able to maintain the plant and nature content, we need wheels.
And hot air balloons.
Well, that's a stretch. That's a
Goat
stretch.
Man wouldn't know what hit him if we just come floating down.
Yeah, I hear Goatman never looks up.
I don't know, maybe.
Before we get into the first story, Cody, is there anything you want to address?
No.
No? That was quick.
Yes.
That was quick. That felt almost like spurred on.
Trying to
like,
get it streamlined.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. We just
talk it really fast and then we'll just go read the story.
Pardon me for the hold up.
And go.
So we're going to jump into our first story for the night. This is sent in by Dante, an already daunting name when it comes to the world of paranormal, seeing as Dante had gone
that last name
through the inferno. That's why I wasn't even going to try.
I was waiting.
If I were to Americanize it, be Jaksic. Dante Jaksic. But I know that ain't
I
it.
guarantee that's not.
I guarantee it's not either. But this story is called The Haunted Bunker. So without looking, this guy's either a prepper who dug his prep bunker into an ancient burial ground of some sort.
That'd be terrifying.
And he's got to deal with like ghosts in his subterraneous living situation, or it's something military related. Guys, let me know in the chat, which one do you think it is? Is it a haunted prepping story, or are we somewhere around the world in a bunker that has seen some action? We're about to find out. Guys, turn the lights down, grab your crucifix, sit back, and let the voice take you away.
Grab your snacks.
Greetings. My name is Dante, and I come from holy shit. Rijeka? Rijeka? Oh shit, there's a second word. Rijeka, Croatia. I am sorry if I butchered that.
I have done no research.
We need to get it.
Literally just printed this off 5 seconds ago. So
we need to get it like spelled out like phonetically.
Well, yeah. Hopefully, if this person shows up in the chat, they can kind of
wherever this person's from, and maybe this is like the day that we get big in this country. Like, our podcast just like breaks through somewhere in Croatia.
We're really big in Croatia,
and everybody is like tunes out. Like, nope, he pronounced it wrong,
motherfucker.
Right? Okay, so I guess I'm gonna say Rijeka or Rijeka, Croatia. Back to the story. It's a small town known for its rich history. I usually spend about 90% of my time in the woods. And about a year and a half ago, me and my two friends decided to explore a World War II bunker. There it is. A lot of action in a World War II bunker. Let's get into it. In the mountains near Rijeka, there are two well-known bunkers, Monte Lesco and Katarina B. But here's the twist. There's a third one. This one isn't on a Google map. It doesn't show up in any search. It literally doesn't exist on the internet. It's hidden deep in the forest, right next to an old abandoned police base. There's only one way in, a small hole. You have to know it to crawl through, and then a big ladder that leads down into the dark. The bunker has 3 stories. Man.
Sounds like a cool place to go looking around, though.
This sounds like a place that you would
drag you to and
take me to.
We'll get it on camera.
You know. Oh, yeah. It's real easy. You just crawl through this hole, and then it's just a pit. You've, like, been there already with, like, you set up all the ropes and all the, like, all the stuff. There's a drone flying over. You just
gotta climb down this rope here. And
how did you pull that off? The type of stuff we'll do if you join us on Patreon over at Deadeye Two Tongues 740. Help us out, y'all. We made our way inside and started exploring. After a bit, we climbed up to where the old artillery post used to be. There's a small ventilation hole there, so it's the only spot with clear oxygen. We decided to sit down and eat, like just in the dark. That's what it's.
There's a ventilation thing in there.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if they're like, in my head, they're like spelunking or they're like going down, more than likely like a damaged, like just old creepy. It's like if they went through this hole and then down a ladder, what are they, just in the dark?
Yeah, they got flashlights probably.
That sounds just like I wonder if this can't be their first time going in. Like, it just can't be, No one does that on their first. No one has a picnic in the middle of a dark World War II base.
Like you gotta stop for a snack. Yeah. I mean, they weren't. I don't know what was their original plan. Just to go explore this and have fun. It didn't really say.
Well, it sounds like they knew that they were going to be there for a while. I mean, they packed a lunch.
What I mean, they're like, oh, we're gonna go hiking and exploring. Why not pack a lunch? They probably didn't know that whatever was going to happen.
Yeah, what is going to happen? That's the question.
Chat, what do you think they ate?
Yeah. 20 bonus points if you can figure out what they ate. If you know what they ate.
I bet it was cheese.
Yeah. This story just turns to Mothman super quick. He's in the comment section. And it's like, he just sat there in the dark. It's like, nah, we brought a lamp. No, not and cheese. No! You summoned the Mothman. All right. As we were chilling out of nowhere, a rock flew at us. Now the stairs led down. So for that rock to come up, someone or something had to have thrown it. We all froze. At first we thought maybe it had just fallen from the ceiling, but the entrance was far behind us, and no one else should have been there. We decided it was time to go, so we started walking. What, you just gonna let that little rock fall? Ruin your
picnic?
Pitch black World War II bunker picnic? You know what, man? Come on. Stay strapped. For reference, this bunker goes down about 50 meters deep, and it's pitch black down there. Absolutely no light. We made our way to the 3rd and deepest story. So wait, they're going down?
You're going deeper after the rock? Did the rock come from above? Or did it say down? Or I'm trying to picture this place. I'm lost in the bunker.
Well, first off, he does a great job, clarifying what I thought was right. What I thought they were experiencing. Pitch black. So they're just sitting there with their little picnic blanket and like a lamp set up. Or just pitch black. They didn't even bring lights. Sitting in the absolute pitch black. Eating a deli sandwich. Maybe what he's saying is that they had made their way to the deepest part.
They were already at the deepest part?
That's what I'm going to go with, because it wouldn't make sense that they transcended deeper.
Yeah, maybe. That's what I was kind of wondering. It sounded like the rock came down or came from underneath him, but I don't know.
Nobody panic, runs into the black abyss.
I dropped my sandwich down the hole. I got to go get it.
Yeah, right. Damn it. No sandwich left behind. While we were walking, I saw something. It looked like static. Just this flickering shape, walking from one room to another. I thought I was imagining it, but then I noticed my friends, they went silent. They saw it too, but they didn't say anything. About 20 minutes in. 20 minutes in?
It takes a while.
Oh, here we go. About 20 minutes in, we got lost.
Oh no.
We sat down to regroup and relax. Like, I'm confused. Did this rock not terrify them to leave?
Well,
Like-
maybe they thought it just like fell off the wall or something.
So they're in the pitch black rationalizing their fear.
I'm just trying to. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Like maybe
I'm like, there ain't no way you're relaxing. What are you talking about?
they're tired. They've been hiking for. I don't know.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around their headspace.
There was a lot in this that was like kind of the translation kind of came through a little.
Oh, so this was one of the stories. You said there was a bit of a language barrier. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was restructured in a sense. Gotcha. Well, that might be why there's a little bit of a disconnect. But it says about 20 minutes in, we got a little lost. We sat down to regroup and relax, and that's when we heard it. A moan. Quiet, but definitely there.
I kind of doubt it was that kind of moan.
Oh, what the fuck? It's probably more like, that's what I'm going to say it was. But anytime you hear the word moan,
Not any time. I mean,
That's what
not in this situation. This is not what I thought of.
well, you never thought he would have had a picnic either.
As soon as the story started, I was like, "There's gonna be a picnic." I knew it.
As soon as I read the first word, I was like, there's going to be a moan. Quiet, but definitely there. We all freaked out. My face went completely white. We got up and immediately started walking. I was the last one in the line, behind my two friends, and that's when I started hearing footsteps behind me. The floor was broken rock, so every step was just louder and more clear.
Something's following you now.
That's what it sounds like. I started shaking. My friends turned to look behind in fear, and I threw a metal pipe into the dark behind us. We didn't run. We knew that if we did, whatever it was would overtake us, so we just kept walking as fast as we could. We filmed the whole thing, but the footage wouldn't load. The video file says, media not loaded. We finally made it out to safety, and we had taken 14 pictures during the trip, but one of them had a silhouette in it. I showed my friends, and they're completely shocked. Not sure if you'll believe me or not, but here's the photo. P.S. Love you guys. Stay safe out there in Appalachia. So this came in with a photo.
Yeah.
So all this be a shorter story. He sent photographic evidence in. Now that is cool.
It's weird the video didn't work.
Yeah?
What was the? It was the abduction story where we had that.
The corrupted data files.
Yeah.
The morel hunting folks in Canada.
Yeah.
That was a good story. Yeah, that was. So we're going to put that picture up right. Getting better at it. Right here. What do you guys think in the chat? What do you think in the comment section? Oh. You know, when I'm first looking at that, it almost looked like it was moving.
I bet it looked like that to them too.
Yeah, you can kind of see it's like a white apparition.
I'd like to know, because this looks like almost like a corridor or something.
Yeah.
And like I'd like to know the layout of this bunker and how that looks. Cause
I would too. Oh my gosh. If
you
it wasn't.
imagine, yeah, how like it's like a thin hallway and just being stuck in that with something.
Yeah.
Knowing something's behind you or hearing something behind you.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Like a rock falling from the ceiling like this?
Well, I'm imagining this is like a connecting or something.
I'm waiting.
To, like, there's probably rooms and.
Yeah, I mean, just the atmosphere is creepy. You know, just the spooky.
And then the only light is like.
Yeah.
From either whatever camera or.
Yeah, and we sat down to relax.
Well, I mean, I'm guessing they had flashlights and all that, and
that probably had to be strapped. Had to be comfortable in there. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's spooky. That the apparition, like we should take this over and see if we can enhance it, and then we'll if we can add that to our Patreon too.
We'll hit the enhance button multiple times.
Yeah, enhance. But yeah, that's just a creepy vibe. If the white is the apparition aspect of it, because it doesn't, you know what I mean? Like
I think that right
it's
there.
it's like a foggy light source.
I think that right there is you can see it's like if you look straight down into that dark, you can see there's like a slightly different color, light gray.
Yeah.
Almost figures standing there.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the footsteps he's talking about in the story. Yeah. Because by all means, as it goes further back, it should get darker. And it doesn't. It's got that illuminated point right there.
God, from looking from back here, it looks like the black is moving.
I know. When
Happening?
When you first opened the picture, I was like, wait a minute. Why is that?
Just
look like
staring
it's
at
moving?
it, it's like an optical illusion.
But yeah, that's spooky. But Dante, thank you for writing in. I'm sorry for any pronunciations. I'm not sure. Like, because, I mean, World War II bunkers, they stretch out all over. Croatia. Oh, wait, he said he was in Croatia. We're going to put that right here. And then we'll add a little bit of a voiceover for those driving. But how is that for the first story? That first story comes in with photographic evidence of this person's experience.
Well, okay, Croatia there. It's below Hungary and Austria. Above Italy.
Yikes. So they were roaming around a Yahtzee bunker.
And there's all kinds of lore with that. They've done all kinds of weird shit.
Yeah. Yup. But more than likely that bunker was like a defensive bunker, right?
I have no clue, but
3 stories, though.
yeah, it's a big bunker.
That's wild. You know how much of that stuff is just like left over from like that's wild. Even like from World War One, you know, just so much time and energy went into like creating all this
wars,
stuff.
There's tons of stuff, but then also it's like you have these things and they turn into like monuments to the the wars.
Yeah, but I mean,
Not forget these things.
Right. But I mean, there's still people like they find landmines and all sorts of stuff. You know.
What I'd love to do, and like for the channel, and also because it's supposedly haunted, is like take a trip to Gettysburg.
Oh man, I've seen tons.
Yeah.
Tons of footage.
I've gone there once, and people were talking about all kinds of haunted stuff that had happened there, and seeing stuff.
Yeah, that would be one to bring some thermal, some night vision, all of the gadgets that we got. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go into the next story, how about a word from our sponsors? Cody, who's going to be the voice in this sponsor video?
Abraham Lincoln.
Oh,
7 years ago, a product was brought onto you.
Old Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, guys, let's roll it. Honest Abe, take it away.
Visit hellfireholer.com.
And we're back. Thank you, Abraham Lincoln.
And Chupacabra.
Oh, yeah. That was a nice touch. You know that Abraham Lincoln and El Chupacabra never told a lie. Yeah.
Both of them were known goat suckers.
Something they left out of the history book, but we know. we got evidence. As a matter of fact, Cody, slap that evidence right here.
I don't know if I can even do that.
Abraham Lincoln was a goat sucker. I mean, he's hanging out with that El Chupacabra guy, man. You know, it's bad influence, to say the least. Yeah. 16th president of the United States, known goat sucker. Okay. back to we haven't even started reading it. So, Cody, before we dive into this tale called The Embrace, you got any foreshadowing, maybe inclinations? Does your spider sense tingle when you hear The Embrace?
I have no idea what this one entails, so I'm gonna guess they're being embraced by a ghost.
By a ghost.
Ghost is hugging them.
You think so? Think this is a hugger?
Hugging a hugger mugger.
We had the shusher. Maybe
We have a shusher. We have a hugger too.
maybe now we got a hugger.
Hugs them as they get out of the shower.
So it's a warm or cold embrace then?
Well, it'll probably be cold.
You think so? This isn't like a Goldilocks situation?
No, it's got to be cold.
But what if you're getting out of a hot shower? Are you just immediately cold when the thing touches you?
Maybe
So-
he holds up a towel and embraces you with it, and then
Pats you on the head
pats
as you
you-
get out?
pats you dry.
Gives you a noogie? Oh, I love you, Embracer.
It's a really weird ghost. Like, yeah, I left that house. I was very uncomfortable.
So, okay, well, if I was going to say, I'm going to say that they are embracing maybe a new ideology. They are embracing maybe the fact that some things are real, that the paranormal exists. We shall see. There is only one way to know. Guys, just absolutely seance around that subscribe button. Let us know that you like the work that we're doing here on the Near Death Diary podcast. And how about you go down there and you splash some holy water on the like button, and then you send this out to, everyone especially, cryptid and ghost Facebook forums and things like that. Submit our channel there. That's a good way to grow. But thank you guys. Without further ado, unless Cody, you have ado.
I have one more ado.
Okay, what is it?
I forget.
Okay, keep when you get it. Just interrupt the entire story. The Embrace. For the purposes of this tale, call me Carrie. I'm 34, and when these events transpired, I was 29 and living in Slidell, Louisiana. I had just finished moving from New Jersey. I was starting fresh in a new state and was trying to move on and heal some of the traumatic events that had happened a year or so prior. After about 3 weeks of unpacking, I finally got all my stuff put away. I got photos hung up on the walls and everything arranged how I wanted it. Early on, I would take daily walks with my dog Kiku, a rescued border collie mix, and got to know all the neighbors and the pulse of the community quickly. They say in this first little snippet here that they're trying to move on from and heal traumas. Now I'm looking at the Embrace. It doesn't have to be traumatic by the name of it, but aren't most of the stories that are read on this somewhat like of a tragedy, like at least psychologically by the end of this? Oh, well, we've had a few.
Yeah.
We've had a few good ones, like Bob, for example. Bob, if you're out there, bud, internet high five me. High five me, Bob. Yeah. I want to give it up for Bob. He had a good story.
Yeah.
Where he actually ended up kind of saving what appeared to be a struggling spirit. So, I don't know. I'm hoping that her and Kiku have a positive outcome, because they say right from the rip, they're trying to heal some trauma.
Betting Kiku senses, plays a role sensing something here.
You think so? Well, there's only one way to find out. One weekend, while I was being particularly neurotic and cleaning everything in sight, because I hate dusk, Kiku made it abundantly clear that she did not want to spend that Saturday afternoon in the house, watching me dart to and fro with the vacuum cleaner and have to inhale cleaning solutions. It was a really nice day, and I recalled seeing some homemade flyers around, advertising a yard sale a few blocks over. Why not, I thought. I stashed the Swiffer, threw on my jean overalls, scooped up my wallet, and grabbed Kiku's leash, and we were off. Man, why do I have a feeling she's going to find some haunted object?
It's a good place for it. I like hitting up thrift stores and finding 99-cent 70s Ouija boards and.
Yeah. Have we named it, chat? Have we named this thing? Did that come from a yard sale?
That came from a thrift store.
Peak thrifting.
Who knows what's attached to him?
I just love it, don't you?
Just wait till he starts moving by himself.
He's done it already.
Yeah, but he'll do it when you least expect it.
Well, I'm glad that I like obscure.
He doesn't do nothing bad though. He's a good little boy.
I'm just gonna see like a hand like
Yeah,
come creeping over here.
a little ceramic hand comes.
After walking around for about 20 minutes, I finally found the yard sale, already in full swing. There were a few other people browsing the 5 or 6 tables worth of stuff, and sitting in the middle, eyeing prospective buyers, was a short, sun-kissed elderly woman wearing some jeans, some wore-out sneakers, an oversized Led Zeppelin t-shirt. Her long silver dreads were pulled up into a messy bun on the top of her head, and she was talking to a large black man sitting next to her in a lawn chair. They both looked in my direction as I approached and smiled. "Welcome, sugar. Don't be shy," the woman called. "Take a look. If you have any questions, give me or Leroy a shout. I'm Denny. All of this has to go," she laughed. I smiled back and edged Kiku to join the crowd. All the tables were piled high with various things, from clothes to kids' toys. The last table caught my eye, though, twinkling with jewelry and baubles. The real treasure was underneath, totes filled with vinyl records. Jackpot! Yeah. That is great.
That is great. I found cleaning out a house when I was working, and I found a whole, right there actually, whole tote of just like classical records that were from like the 30s,
Yeah.
but they're all in German.
Oh, really?
So I thought that was pretty neat.
Like American songs, but
It's all
translated into German?
No, it's all symphonies and shit.
Oh, yeah? Ah. Well, I'm sure that there's some diamonds in that rough. I crouched down and started flipping through the records and immediately found at least 10 that I wanted. Good stuff here. Brockhampton Ginger, Pink Floyd Live at Pompeii, Kitty Oracle. I paid the old couple $25, and me and Kiku made our way back home, musical lute in hand. I threw on one of the albums, fed my pupper, and decided to take a quick shower before making dinner. You know, hey, it sounds like your...
Oh, no, yeah. It's gonna
It
get
sounds like your theory.
embraced after the shower.
You know? Man. Like, this just turns into, like, erotica. And it's just like a ghost shower scene, you know? It's like, Cody, you gotta...
Patrick Swayze came in and...
You gotta screen these a bit better. I was taking off my overalls when something fell out of one of my pockets and landed with a heavy thud on the floor. It was a ring. A thick silver ring with ornate carvings or writing. I could not quite place it. All around the band. There was a large dark blue stone in the middle, so dark it was almost black. I stared at it, my stomach pitting. It must have fallen off the jewelry table at the yard sale. Shit. I gotta take it back. I'm no thief, I thought, bending over to pick it up. It was so heavy for a ring, and weirdly, it was hot to the touch. I turned it over. I turned it in my fingertips, inspecting the carvings and the stone. It caught the light, and there was a blue tinge on the outer edges. But when looking into it, it seemed bottomless, endless, almost like you could fall into it. Something's striking me a bit off with this.
Yeah, that's a lot of... it's got to... Yeah, something's got to revolve around this ring, because that's a lot of descript stuff going on.
Not to mention, I'd be looking for where it had legs, because you didn't pocket it,
well,
you know?
I don't... Maybe it was in the records, you're carrying them, you know, something...
I don't know, a heavy ring in, like, the sleeve of a record?
Be pinned between two records, and you're carrying them on under your arm, falls into your pocket.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking that maybe someone slipped it in there, like trying to get rid of it.
Maybe, yeah.
Remember,
He did say, yeah, everything goes.
All of this has to go. You're like, yeah, I want to buy all your records, lady. She's cackling.
$25.
Yeah. And now I'm starting to wonder why all the stuff had to go. But she did seem relaxed with old Leroy. She did seem like they were just like sitting there being casual.
Who can you want off? You want to
Right.
buy your stuff, haunted stuff? You gotta
It's all just cursed.
just.
Oh, we never know. We're sitting here chuckling about it. It could very well be like what's going to happen. I had never seen a stone like this before, and it almost seemed to be pulsating. Like, what the hell? Suddenly, Kiku started barking from the living room, startling me. I put the ring down on my nightstand and put on a bathrobe and darted into the living room. Kiku was standing there, raised hackles, growling at my entertainment center. Was it a mouse or something? What could be setting her off like this? She slowly inched backwards toward the kitchen, and then a loud roll of thunder shuddered out from above. Then the deluge started. There had not been any forecast for rain, and it was supposed to be sunny all weekend. A summer storm, perhaps? But I had never seen Kiku react this way to a storm, approaching or otherwise. I tried to comfort her, petting and cooing, while Audioslave, out of exile, crooned in the background. And on the altar of sunrise was a wedding in the waves, and inside her shone a young light. From her labor I was saved, though I traveled long in darkness. In her harvest I'm embraced. Ooh, so it comes from an Audioslave song. Watch it be Chris Cornell. He's like living in the ring.
Why you do this?
Set it off, my children. Yeah, that'd be wild. That'd be a first. R.I.P. Chris. Hell of a singer. Hell of a musician. Love that man. She was still unsettled, still growling and glowering at the piece of furniture like it was some kind of intruder. The rain was coming down hard now, pelting the windows in the kitchen, and it did not show signs of letting up. Guess I could not run the ring back. Not to its home, not until it stopped. They were probably scrambling to get all the stuff out of the storm anyway. I scratched Kiku behind the ears and planted a kiss on her snout and told her there was nothing there to be afraid of. A crack of lightning tore from the sky behind the house, and a loud boom sent the room into darkness. Audioslave crawling to a slow halt. Great. The power's out. That's when I heard it. Someone was whispering in my bedroom. I froze. I was stock still, crouched next to Kiku. Cold sweat starting to slick my back, my neck, my chest. She felt it too. This presence. She let out a low whimper. Her ears were back, tail tucked between her legs. She was trying to back up even further, into the refuge of the kitchen. This confirmed I was not just imagining things. My ears, they're straining to hear over the deafening hammering of my heart in my chest. The whispering grew a little louder, but I could not make it out. My mind started racing. What do I do? It was pouring out. I could not just leave in a bathrobe. My purse had my car keys in it, and it was in the bedroom. The whispering became a full voice, clear and low, but pleading. This is in all bold.
You're near the kitchen, right? You could get something, a knife.
I mean, man, this ring. Do you think do you think she's making the connection? She was saying, I can't just run out in a bathrobe.
I think she made the connection after. I would say she didn't know it's the ring yet.
It is a bit strange, right? The weather changes. It's just like a hardcore.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I don't know exactly what day it was, but it's probably my fault. I probably went fishing that day.
Yeah.
And it always rains every time I go fishing, so.
Cody does curse.
No matter if it says 0% chance of rain, it'll fucking rain.
Yeah, yeah. Just like it has been in Texas.
Not my fault. Don't you be blaming that on me.
There's a lot of weird shit going on around that.
Yeah, well,
Probably stuff we can't talk about on YouTube, but we can on Patreon. I got some videos to share with y'all.
Hope they found those children though.
Yeah, right. Well, there's some strange happenings that I think some people could be made aware of over there on the old Patreon, a place where we don't have to worry about our content raising eyebrows of people that don't want you to hear certain things, like all other platforms tend to be. We'll share that information with you guys over there. Some things ain't adding up. But it's definitely not Cody's fault. This is the one time I'll say it's not Cody's fault. But everyone pray for the people of Texas. Now, the voice. For this I concede. For this I desire. For this I die. Embrace me for the first. Embrace me for the last. Please.
That's fucking weird, but that's where the embrace comes from.
Yeah, I thought it was because of Chris Cornell. This has multiple points where embrace is being brought up. And, things come in threes, karmatic rule. I wonder if we're going to get one more embrace aspect to this. But that is a strange thing to just hear.
Yeah.
After some seemingly freak incident with a storm comes flying through, scaring your dog, a ring that has a portal into the black abyss, and you have this voice.
Don't like it.
Getting some stuff out of the arsenal. I think I'll go with a rocket launcher this time.
Flamethrower.
God, heaven forbid we get the licensing to be able to have such things. Yeah, we're doing some paranormal and why would you do that? Heard it was haunted.
Saw something. Saw a shadow.
Yeah, right.
I just shot this rocket launcher into a World War II bunker. Yeah. Seems like there was still some ammunition in it. Whoops-a-daisy.
Well, it's not our problem now. Slow motion walk away.
Walk faster, walk faster, walk faster.
Wonder if by the time this airs, we can get one of those classic, images of me and you walking away without flinching from an explosion. We're going to work on that. Hopefully. I'm praying it works. I was stunned, but there was nothing left to do but face it, whatever it was. I let go of Kiku and slowly walked to the bedroom entrance, taking a deep breath. I walked in there and there was a strong smell of ash and incense. Next to my bed and in front of my nightstand, where the ring sat, was a materialized outline, translucent but shimmering. It hovered there with no feet, as if it were shrouded in a cloak of loose-fitting garment. Its face was androgynous and sublime, without sharp angles or menace. Lips full and plump. Its eyes were hollowed out and white with no pupils, but I could feel its stare. Its silver hair was long and falling to its waist. It gave off a pearlescent glow. Its arms were outstretched to me, beckoning and calling. My legs were no longer my own, and I slowly walked forward, the entity's arms growing closer. It was cold. It was cold all over, muscles taut with pain, but I still approached. I had no will of my own anymore. The arms, they encircled me, and there was a caress of heat across my skin. It smiled, and then my world went black. It's a hell of an embrace.
Oh, God, yeah. You just had no control over it.
Just tractor beamed you right in.
Yeah. I was waiting. I was hoping for the dog to jump in and put a stop to it or something, but man.
Yeah. Man, what a helpless feeling.
Yeah.
Free will is the most cherished thing we have. To have it taken away, and especially to be pulled into this dementor standing, or not standing. There was no feet, remember?
Floating.
Hovering in a shroud of flowing garments. Yikes. Or it's like a ring wraith.
That's what I was picturing, like a wraith thing.
Yeah, but silver hair, white eyes, plump lips. Like what?
Well, it feels like it sounds like it was giving off a kind of like a pleasant rejection.
I'm thinking she's taking a little bit more with the description of them lips. I mean, they're in the bedroom. There's a ring. Oh, what if there's about to be a proposal and a consummation?
Oh no.
I think we're about to get our first erotic story. Huh? Huh? You don't even know. You had no idea what you were buying. Back to the story. Whimpering and pawing, licking at my face and head, Kiku was damn near jumping on me when my eyes slowly opened to see her furry, concerned face staring at me. I was laid out on the floor. How long had I been asleep? The sunlight was streaming through my bedroom windows and the birds were chirping loudly outside. What the hell? I sat up and I rubbed my eyes. What happened? I jumped as a loud knock rapped at my front door. Jesus! What now? I stood up. I closed my robe tightly and tied it, and I ran to the front door and looked out the peephole. I'm going to say that it is someone from that yard sale.
I hope so.
Maybe,
I don't know.
Like there had to be like a higher purpose for all of this to happen.
Something.
Someone slipped her this ring.
That's what I'm thinking now. Like this is some sort of weird like
gypsy
ritual
thing. It's almost like anytime Stephen King depicted like gypsy like fuckery, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it sounds like this was like done on purpose to her.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Trust them people.
Yeah.
At all.
Well, we're about to find out. I stood up, I closed my robe tightly and tied it and ran to the front door and looked out the peephole. It was the yard sale owners, Denny and Leroy. I opened the door, and Denny smiled wide, her small white teeth shining. Leroy stood next to her, large, looming, stoic, his lazy eyes regarding me indifferently.
I don't trust those two at all.
Like, why are you smiling? How'd you know where I live?
Exactly, yeah, that too.
Why is he looking at me weird?
Let's see where this goes, but...
Sorry to bother you, sugar. I got your address from one of our buyers, who is one of your neighbors. She said, I think something might have followed you home. Her hazel eyes twinkled. If I had just woke up from a crazy...
Yeah, the timing is like...
blackout coma like that. Like, and I'm in a bathrobe. I barely have consciousness of this, and this twinkle-eyed, like, tiny lady and this lumbering, huge man are at my door, smirking, like something may have followed you home and you're smiling.
Yeah,
what do you know?
Yeah, I feel
what?
like this is some sort of weird ritual, and like they know exactly what happened. Cause
yeah. I mean, let's see. This is the last. So we're reaching our conclusion.
I bet you anything they take that ring back because they're gonna. It's like a ongoing thing where they just do this to different people.
Possibly.
I bet they get that ring back and then they'll just keep doing it. And I bet she's not the first, and she won't be the last. And it's some sort of weird. They're either gaining power from this or appeasing some spirit or something.
Who knows? What do you guys think in the chat? Let us know. Where do you guys think this is going? This is we got a nice chunk. This is almost a full page. So
some weird
anything. It's still up in the air.
Some weird voodoo vibes I'm getting.
Something, man. Something. Let us know what you think in the chat. Her hazel eyes twinkled, but her smile faded a little. Then it all came back to me like a flood. The ring, the rain, whatever it was that hugged me. Holy shit. I managed a weak smile and nodded. 1 second. I'm going to get it for you. I ran to my bedroom and scooped up the ring and got back to the front door, thankfully, without tripping and falling. I am so sorry. I do not know how that happened. I started to say when Denny shushed me. Oh!
You come to my house and you're going to shush me.
We might have some breaking clue. At what episode was the shusher? Episode 5? I think we have maybe the shusher before the shusher passed. Holy crap. We have a shusher junior or senior. She did say she was old. I started to say when Denny shushed me, "Oh, honey, I know it's not your fault. This one gets out all the time," she said, handing the ring to Leroy, who had a small leather bag ready and open for her. What did she mean by that? She dropped the ring in and then she said, "And there was a record we mistakenly sold to you. We would like to have it back, if you would be so kind," she said, reaching into her pocket and pulling out $4. A record? I looked over my shoulder at the record player and remembered playing Audioslave. Is that what she meant? I walked over to it and found that it was not Audioslave at all, but some album I have never heard of. Conjure, The Welcoming. Okay.
They did this shit on purpose. There's no fucking way. Oh, we accidentally put that record over there. Oops, we accidentally sold you that. Oops, this ring accidentally got out of this fucking leather bag that we have it in. Bullshit. They set her up.
Well, then the account, like, why was she thinking that it was Audioslave?
I don't
know.
She
got home, she turned that record player on, she went and jumped in the shower.
I wouldn't trust these two people at fucking all. I would be asking them, what the fuck did I see?
Yeah, who just...
They have to know, right? They know this ring does shit, so they...
And they had to have known that conjured the welcoming.
Yeah, it feels like it was all one piece. Like, maybe that conjured it and the ring and it together, but whatever. But I feel like they fucking set her up.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely feels that way. The label was yellowing and looked old. What the actual fuck? I gave the album to them, but told them to keep the money. I wanted to wash my hands of this whole ordeal. She must have seen the confusion on my face and offered. I would explain everything, but I think you have had quite the day so far. Give me a call, though, if you want me to come out and smudge your place. Yeah. No.
She just happens to be into that, too?
Like, this is where she goes out and finds, like, some other shaman or spiritualist or something to come and smudge the house. And she's talking to her all day, and then whenever the smudging's done, turns around and it's the little old lady again. It's just like, what the fuck? Don't worry, I smudged it real good for you. By the way, check your pockets. More demon rings.
Yeah, I don't...
Like, what? Chris Cornell's in the background, like, run. Give me a call, though, if you want me to come over and smudge your place. I think it might help. It's on the house. She handed me a business card with the name Boker Denny M and Boker Leroy M listed on it. They walked off, her waving goodbye, Leroy just lumbering along beside her. That is when I noticed. It was bone dry out and sunny. There had been no rainstorm at all. Now, if you are wondering what happened after, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to send a follow-up. My advice to people frequently yard sailing, be very careful what you buy and bring into your house, and make sure you check your pockets to make sure you don't have any stowaways. They slipped that.
That's what I'm getting.
In her pocket.
I don't trust them at all.
Yeah, I mean, like, what a business model. Let's cause a bit of chaos, in somebody's life. Let's be proactive in inciting, terror. And then we'll get to smudge their house for $50.
I feel like there was something more devious afoot.
Well, that is where, Carrie said, hey, if you want to follow up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And chat. Let it be known in the cold. It's got a cold rush. God damn it. Chat, let us know in the live chat right now if you guys would like to hear a part 2. We're going to reach out to Carrie via right now. Carrie, yeah, if you're watching this, please send that out. And I'm sure that chat would love to hear a follow-up as well. A lot of twisting and turning in that story. A lot of strange happenings.
Well, we do have the two business card. We got their names. We could do a deep dive.
Oh,
Figure out if they're on the up and up or not, or what.
yeah.
Because to me, I'm getting the whole vibe like, oh, you accidentally sold her this record, and you somehow this ring got in their pocket that was kept where in a leather pouch.
Yeah, and they had to have brought that album up.
That's what I mean. Like,
and
all these
purchased it.
albums right there. Oh, we just stick it in there, and they
Yeah, well,
probably tracked her. She's buying that album.
Well, yeah, because like she had to have brought it up,
Yeah.
you know, and how many people at yard sales, you know, like you still look at what the person's purchasing.
The whole story about finding her address really. Oh, we just got your address from another person that was at the yard sale who happened to be your neighbor. Like, how do you even bring that up? Like, oh, hey, do you know that girl that bought the records? Who's watching these people at a yard? I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, right. I mean, and there's the whole time loss thing too.
Just everyone's cataloging everybody at a yard sale just to know. Oh yeah, I know that person.
Well, and it was bone dry, you know. So like, how much time had passed?
That's what I was thinking. Like maybe she's saying, "Oh, there wasn't a rainstorm," but I feel like there probably was. Just you were out on the ground and it dried up.
Yeah, maybe.
For how long?
Maybe.
I just don't trust them.
Yeah, I definitely.
Could be completely wrong. They could be cool, and it could just be like a mischievous thing. But the whole.
Yeah, maybe we can deep dive them and start crank calling them.
I know what you did last summer.
Yeah, right. Leave our fans alone.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you doing?
You know.
Oh God, they're gonna see this. We're gonna start getting weird rings in the mail.
Yeah, what Leroy?
Oh God, we give him. Oh no, we've done
Leroy
too much.
just creeps out of the
fucking
darkness.
better be. You screen the PO box. If we start, somebody sent us a record and a ring. We're gonna play. Shit.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Maybe giving out our PO box wasn't a good idea.
Well, we're going to do it anyway, guys. If you have any cool stuff that you would like to be opened on the podcast, I think Cody and I were going to try to take anybody who had any sort of holistic, grassroots type project that they're trying to do. Cody and I, are a grassroots organization ourselves over here at Hellfire Holler. So if there's products that you guys think would make a good appearance on the show, something useful, if you got like a website, a way for us to be able to direct business your way. And remember, guys, when you send in stories, also send in your social media, because we would like to help you get some followers to either your business, your art, or just your channel. But if you're trying to maybe have some cool trinkets, some sage you want to send, some neat things like that might help bolster the appearance of our set here or be useful in protection of our set, you guys can send that to P.O. Box 264, Gloucester, Ohio 45732. We'd absolutely love to see what you guys come up with. As of right now, we have Robo Bear, and he's got his flared bass fish in his mouth. It's an inside joke for anybody who knows, But yeah, we got all sorts of neat little trinkets, but we're always trying to grow. We're always trying to evolve. If you make neons, if you make cool signs, anything like that, let us know. We might just have to do a little bit of rearranging. But yeah, your takeaway on that story, Cody.
I don't trust them too. Definitely. I don't know if it's just the Appalachian in me that's like survival of the cautious.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they didn't really leave you much room to be cautious. Yeah, they didn't leave any room to be cautious.
I hope it was just like a weird, like, mischief ring and thing, but the whole
a way to sell their
I just can't, like, even trying to be like, I hope it's this, but I still can't get over it. Like, I can't. The record being there. If it was just the ring, I could, but the record too.
Yeah.
And then them just showing up.
Yeah, I feel like they got
right
hustled.
As you wake up too, like they knew when you would wake up or something.
Yeah.
They knew how long it would take. Fuck that.
I think they got ghost hustled.
Oh, I think she got something worse than that. I don't know.
Yeah, it just gives me some vibes.
They gave her over to something.
Yeah. Some vibes were
I don't know what
had.
they got out of it, but it wasn't good.
Yeah.
And they're just going to keep. They just got all their stuff back. I've been like, no, you're not getting any of this back.
Yeah.
Especially, the record. I'd be like, I'm breaking that fucking thing. But I mean, she's in this phase, or she's just woke up, so she has no idea. She's like
Shook.
weird, shook and whatever, and it's just like she already thinks she stole this ring or whatever, so she was going to give it back anyway. But I'd have been like, nah, just be like, I don't have a ring.
Well, here's one thing we haven't even covered. She's like, we could explain everything, but it looks like you've already had a rough day. It's like, bitch, you know I had a rough day.
I would have so many questions. I'd be like, what do you know? Maybe, hopefully, she writes in again, and it's all like, I talked to him, and they explained what this was, and like, I hope they were cool, and maybe on the up and up, but
And
just from this and what I'm feeling, I feel like they fucking set you up, and they're doing this probably repeatedly to people.
I mean, at the end of it, it was a hug that she acquired.
That's what you think.
Yeah.
A hug that makes you fucking pass out for unknown amount of time.
Yeah, see storms that aren't there. What, make your dog growl?
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Yeah, I don't like how she said that I could explain everything. That's like mega predatory. Like, oh, I know what you've been through. And then the holding it over the head. Like, oh, but you look like you've already had a day. It's like, oh, I shouldn't have had to have gone through that in the first place. How about that? You know? Yeah. Carrie, I apologize for them. You know, that's some bullshit. But yeah, we would like a follow-up. And I think chat has probably agreed as well that a follow-up would be good. We're going to take a real brief intermission. And we are going to Cody. Who should be with us on this sponsor? Cody, can we get Elvis Presley to help us out for our next sponsor?
No.
Our next reminder of no?
No, I don't know. We'll get a tree.
A talking tree?
A talking tree.
Well, can we get a talking tree with a likeness of Elvis?
he just an Elvis impersonating tree.
Fuck, dude. I can't do a fucking Elvis impersonation. Thank you, Elvis. That was incredible. It's a beautiful thing. It was real footage.
You love to see it.
Guys, if you are enjoying our internet campfire for the 9th episode, man, that's crazy to say. That happened fast, right? You know, it was a viewer like you. I read on a comment, and it said the only thing bad about finding this podcast so early is that I can't binge watch it. That's what sent us into hyperdrive, because I want you guys to be able to binge watch. I really do. I want you guys to be able to go a full 24 hours, have a 24-hour marathon of the Near Death Diary podcast. That's what I'd like.
That's not safe.
Yeah.
These stories are so terrifying and spine-tingling that I don't think a human can survive such an ordeal.
Watch one of the stories that comes in as someone that tried to do a 24-hour marathon.
Just happened to like unload every, like summoned everything from every one of the stories all at once.
Yeah.
Oops, Daisy.
Yeah.
Thought that was going to happen to us, but no, it happened to Timmy.
Who? What? Fuck Timmy. Guys, if you are enjoying our content and you really want to pitch in, if you want to help us grow our company, if you want to help us grow our content, then you can go over to Patreon. You can join us over there as a subscriber. There's different tiers. You can go ahead and read what the different tiers do. If you like our products, some of the tiers give a permanent % off of our products. That way we can keep you lock, stock, and barrel when it comes to your herbal supplements. We would absolutely love to have you on Patreon. Guys, even donating $1 a month is going to be incredibly helpful, seeing as our Patreon is growing rather fast. And tiers 3, 2, and 1, as of tomorrow, will have access to our Discord, as well, where we keep a lot of conversations going at all hours of the night over there. You guys could join that. All sorts of neat little tips, tricks, and community over there. Let us hear you in the comment section, guys. Let's hear you in the live chat too. Thank you guys for all the support that you show us, and we hope to see you over at Deadeye Two Tongues 740 on our Patreon and also our Discord. So this one is titled My Experiences. And it's a pretty decent sized story. My experiences, that's pretty broad. Usually we can kind of hone in based on the title. But this one,
I think there's two separate experiences.
Skimming, yes, I see. It says my first experience. So we're going to have multiple within one author here. So that's a first, I do believe. But I'm down for anything. So guys, if you are enjoying our stories too and you have missed any episodes, we encourage you to go through and give a listen. If you have a job that you have the luxury of being able to have one earphone in, pop one in and let us help you get through your busy work day.
Or quit.
Yeah, or quit. Just walk out. Just be done with it. You got better shit to do with your time. Here we go. My experiences. Hey guys, my name is Molly Jane. I'm 33 years old. I'm from Worcester, Massachusetts. I've always been fascinated with the idea of the paranormal. I was never 100% a believer, but always open-minded about the subject. Even the two stories I have, they're still not going to make me say I absolutely believe it was paranormal, but I do have trouble coming up with any other explanations for them. You can decide what you believe. So my first experience, the summer of 2000, I was 9 years old. We all survived Y2K. Yeah, we did. Guys, high five if you survived Y2K.
Wasn't too hard, actually, it turns out.
Yeah. Yeah, I was waiting for it all to come crashing down.
It was had a hilarious experience. I don't how old would I have been? 12, I think, going in. 11, 12 going into Y2K. We'd always go up to my grandma's and watch the ball drop on TV and stuff. We're sitting there waiting, and it's getting almost that time. And somebody had recently used the microwave. And I looked over, and all it said was, end.
Oh.
And I was like, guys, not looking good.
Yeah. Beep. We all survived Y2K, and we had moved into our first house. It was an exciting year. As a kid, we moved around a lot from apartment to apartment, and they weren't in the best of neighborhoods. Me and my 3 siblings were all excited to finally have our own rooms and a place to call home. Over the years, we would come to realize that this house was not a home. The house stood at the bottom of a big hill in a quiet neighborhood. It was a little over 100 years old, and the only history that we had learned about the previous owners was that there had been an elderly woman that had passed away in the house. There were always weird spots in that house that made us feel uneasy, like there was someone just sitting there watching, especially on the second floor where me and my siblings' rooms were. Yikes. Man, and kids are so susceptible. What do you think? Where do you think it's going?
I don't know what I'm thinking, because if it's not convinced her, then how spooky can it be?
Yeah. I mean, I have friends that could literally have a demon like flossing their teeth, like with their severed finger, and be like, I don't know, guys. And you're like, yeah. Back to the story. My younger brother's room was at the very top of the stairs. I always got this strong urge to run by, like there was someone standing in his doorway, just waiting. It felt as though there was someone following close behind me as I walked up and down the hallway to my bedroom. I used to climb on top of the banister to reach the second floor so I didn't have to walk by it. Man, that's some dedication. I feel like you'd be like more vulnerable though.
Like trying to do all these different
you're like in this unbalanced
gymnastics to get away from whatever it is, and then
Yeah. I mean, I know the vibe though, because whenever we would have dinner, what did make its way to the compost, like we would throw out in the slop, so like we would throw it over the side of the hill, and just like scraps, things like that. And after dinner, especially like as we were past the equinox and heading into the fall and winter, when it started getting dark earlier and earlier, so you're having dinner at 7 and it's pitch black,
yeah,
outside, and we live in the middle of Appalachia, middle of nowhere, and it's just as black could be outside. And Mom would be like, go take out the slop. And it was only a short little run, from the back door to the side of that hill to throw it, to launch it, and run back. But I remember the feeling of like something's right on your heels all the way up to that door, and you can't turn around and look, but that feeling. And granted, it could have just been like me having a vast imagination and letting the dark play tricks on me, but it made me do things like make sure the backyard was clear so I had a pathway that I could navigate and run without a flashlight, because man, it was almost like a flashlight made it worse, just shining. You ever get that feeling you're gonna swipe the beam of the light, and you're just gonna have a moment where you're like, don't even, like, keep the flashlight facing forward as you run the opposite direction, but it gave me that same vibe. So I know what she's talking about, but the avoidance of it, trying to walk around it, like edge over the banister and avoid the floor entirely. It's like, man, whatever it was had to give you some creep vibes.
when we lived in the school, fucking showers were in the basement, and in the middle of the day, it's pitch black down there.
Yeah.
There's no light at all. And whoever built the damn place put the light switch like all the way at the back of this hallway. You have to run through this hallway of darkness, get to the light switch to even turn it on. And then after you take a shower, flip that light switch and run.
Oh my gosh.
You just straight up the stairs into the light.
Yeah, I wish you guys could have seen the old school.
We got videos of it.
Yeah.
I got to make a whole collage of, because now I found the old VHS tapes of it. And we actually lived there.
Yeah.
It was all not run down, and it was still creepy.
Yeah. Would you guys like to see what would be more of like a montage of the school? A PowerPoint. Would you guys like to see a really well done PowerPoint of Cody's former haunted living situation? Let us know in the live chat and in the comment section. More editing.
Yeah.
More projects. My psoriatic arthritis. I used to climb on top of the banister to reach the second floor, so I didn't have to walk by it. As we got settled into the house, my father started renovating the kitchen. And that is when the weird things started happening. Doors closing on their own in my parents' room, and the upstairs bedrooms, strange flashes of light in the kitchen, sounds of fast and heavy stomping up and down the stairs. Most of these things would happen in the middle of the day, but it always felt scarier when we would hear it at night. It was all unsettling, but the worst of it was the flies. Uh-oh. This is like that.
As you were saying that, a fucking fly.
I felt it on my finger.
Yeah, it landed on the paper and then flew off like it knew.
This is the type of ick that comes along with being the host of this spooky show. Look, there he is.
Fuck off. We got shit to do. I just, all that happening and you're still like kind of like, get out of here, fly.
Yeah, I like how it has not been
the whole
like
time.
around until
I just, as you said, fly. It lands on the fucking paper.
I felt it land on my finger, like on my finger first, and I didn't. Even, and it, like the words left my mouth, and then you're like, just as you said that there's a fly, and I didn't even have time to like, And of course, it lands on me. Lands on me. Yeah, this is giving me like that scene from Exorcist.
I was gonna say like Amityville Horror.
Well, wait, is it Amityville or is it The Exorcist?
Can't remember if there's flies in The Exorcist or not. I know there's flies in Amityville Horror. What was that? That wasn't a fly.
It looked a lot bigger.
It was a lot bigger. Unless this fly just grew fucking 5 times.
Every time we say fly, it's just like it's like getting bigger and bigger. I'm hoping it passes at least in front of the lens so people can see we're not full of shit. This is the creepy like how would we have time to stage, especially to like
I'm over here throwing dead flies at you just
like,
on camera.
Secondary camera. We're like, I don't know how.
Oh my god, a
like,
fly.
What are the odds? Like, God, I wish we had time to, like come up with stuff like that. But no, what makes it more creepy is that it's organic. As unfortunate as it is, because it does give me the creeps. This was like a man-child's den. Like we played zombies up here. We have our own refrigerator. The house got infested with large black flies, death flies. It started slowly. There'd only be 1 or 2 in the kitchen. 1 or 2 turned to 10 to 20, and before you knew it, there were hundreds. It made me feel crazy. The constant buzzing by our ears, it just wouldn't stop. Until this day, when I see a single fly, I get afraid I'm about to experience another infestation. It didn't smell like anything had died. Our house was clean. My mother had severe OCD, so the house was always spotless or we would all get an earful. We couldn't find the source, and we eventually bombed the house. When we came back, there were dead flies everywhere.
Sounds definitely like flying around the camera. But it's definitely sounds like everything just ramped up as like something in the house and was not happy that you were like
renovating.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for them to like tear a false wall out and like have something. A fly is like dinging all over me. It's just one.
I would say if more fucking show up, we're turning the lights on and we're
just like I'm gonna really start reconsidering.
Like, we're gonna start reading this somewhere else.
Either that or there's something on top of that refrigerator that's getting burned. Because it seems to like just let a little morsel of each story in. All right, the basement being the worst of the infestation. Thousands of dead flies covered the basement floor like a black blanket, and that is not an exaggeration. It must have been where they were coming from, but we never figured out why. I've never seen anything like it, and I hope I never do again. I still cringe and squirm thinking about it, like they're just still crawling all over me. Tension in the house between all of us started building, especially between my parents. I had never seen or heard my parents argue until we moved into that house, and eventually things got violent from time to time. Our family slowly fell apart. The house felt cold, not just in temperature, but it felt cold emotionally. My parents ended up splitting, and my mom left. My older brother left, my older sister left, and I left, one by one. My younger brother and my father stayed, and the energy of the house got darker and colder. I was 17 by this time, and my younger brother was 15. I would stop by every day to check on him and make sure that he got his schoolwork done and just spend some time with him. I knew my father's behavior and my parents splitting was hard for him, and I didn't want him to be alone. At the end of the evening, we would go up into the attic and we would smoke a bowl or smoke a joint. My father hated the smell of weed, so if we wanted to smoke, we'd have to go up there. Then we would go chill out in my brother's room to play video games and listen to music. One night when we did our normal routine, we had smoked and went to his bedroom. I was sitting on his bed and he stood in the doorway just shooting the shit. We were talking and suddenly the lights flickered. The AC struggled to function and the energy in the room shifted. It got incredibly heavy. The air was thick and it started to make me feel sick. I felt like a fire started burning in the pit of my stomach. I was afraid and didn't know why. We both paused, and as clear as day, we could hear a woman sobbing loudly. The kind of sob that is inconsolable, like the deepest sorrow you could ever experience coming from the center of your soul. It felt lonely, and I could feel nothing but despair. My brother immediately looked at me, confused, and he realized those sounds were not coming from me. That's how loud, how close in proximity the sound was. He thought it was me. We knew there wasn't anyone else upstairs with us, but we checked every room anyway. We didn't find anything. My father was home, up in his bedroom, just down the stairs, with his door shut. Even if he yelled from his room, we would not hear it upstairs. He was sleeping. When we checked his room, he was snoring away.
First off, and you still have doubts?
Yeah. Yeah.
And secondly, like, ooh, it feels like this house tried to get a hold of everybody, but especially I feel like it's got a hold on the dad. Like,
Yeah.
God, I feel like
got an Amityville vibe.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it didn't go that far, but it's still like tried. And I just like, God, it's like, what could have happened?
Yeah.
If your family didn't move into this house, like, would your parents have split
I don't know.
or not? And
I wonder how their relationship was like, if there was like easy shared parenting. There's the fly. And then the end of this. I can't explain the flies or the crying, but I can't help but think that everything was connected. I think whatever it was fed off of our fear, our anger, and our sadness. The feeling that came from sobbing is how the house felt all the time. Miserable, lonely, cold. I still have dreams about the house, and they are never pleasant. My father eventually lost the house. Thankfully, I never have to go back, and that pain can be left behind. Was the first experience. So, I mean, I can get how you're not quite convinced. There's infestation of flies and bugs.
the noises, the crying, though.
That is just the mind pacifying,
Well,
Like,
you got two people though who heard it.
Yeah, but with no source, and it apparently didn't happen often.
Well,
I'm saying out of all of the stories that didn't have a shusher sitting at the end of your bed, it didn't have an oily boily,
no, but I mean,
it didn't have a wolf man.
I heard that baby crying, and I mean, it was the same thing. It was loud. It sounded like it was all around us.
Yeah,
From that day on, I'm like, I believe in it.
yeah. But what do you believe in? You believe you heard a baby crying. You didn't see a baby.
That's what I mean. I believe it was paranormal. And
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
picking up same thing through a spirit box, I would say like 100%. That's not.
But they didn't say that they had multiple times that they heard this crying.
Yeah, but I mean, just hearing it once.
Yeah. I mean, it would make a lot of people a believer really quick, for sure.
And then the flies are like that many flies to blanket the floor. You'd almost have to have like a full carcass of a large animal around.
Yeah.
And something like that, you're gonna smell it. You would know where it's coming from to have that many flies, I feel.
Yeah. Yep, but still walking away with a shadow of doubt.
You're gonna be the skeptic in this?
No, I'm not. I'm simply stating that this person, is walking away a skeptic. I'm just saying I could see how, with the very few occasions, powerful as they might be, you could still walk away. You didn't see anything manifest other than there's flies. Flies can be explained. You can have an orchid man come down there. You're like, yeah, these guys are burrowers or whatever. I'm sure there could be an explanation. It does lend to the creepy, especially whenever one shows up. Whenever you've been doing the podcast for hours, and it decides to show up whenever you say the word fly.
Or if this house is still standing, if somebody else has moved into it, like the dad's lot, I wonder, after the dad got out, did he change? Was there a noticeable change?
Yeah, who knows?
Or did it go with them? And then also, if somebody else moved into this house, how are they?
Don't know.
Would he check in on them?
Yeah. Can we reach out to him? Can we email him? Just, Hey, we do this podcast. We're just seeing if you're
How's
all
your
right.
house? What are you
got,
doing?
You got any crying ladies or piles of flies that you?
I would just be more worried about like the whole, because this house almost seems like it destroyed the family.
It did seem malicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Like it
faceless.
drug everybody down, and whoever didn't run away.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. That was her first experience.
Yeah, I know. God.
Chat.
What's the
What
second one?
do you think about the first experience? Let us know what you're thinking down there in the live chat, and let us know in the comment section. Was that convincing enough for it to toe the line of paranormal for you guys? Do you think that there is a, I guess, scientific explanation for that? Yeah, let us know. Let us know what you're thinking.
I think definitely the crying would do it for me.
That's
Especially if I can't find a source. I mean, we had that baby crying. I was like 5, 6 years old, but I was there with like 4 or 5 other family members, and we all heard it. We all.
I've been there. We have it on.
Yeah, this is the. I mean, this is the first. This is what set me off completely, and we all heard it. We all looked for it. We thought it was one of my little brothers got left behind when my parents went to get pizza, and we searched that whole school, and there was nothing.
Yeah.
And then just
they got back with your kid brother that you thought was gone.
Yeah, and we're just like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's spooky. Why did it always want to manifest itself as a baby? That is
I don't know.
The strange thing.
Yeah.
I kind of have a theory that they take on these weak, frail things. I mean, a baby to humans is about the most weak and frail, other than other creatures that are in an infantile form. Like a baby puppy. It's blind, it's helpless. Like it makes you wonder if these creatures, these entities, these shadow people, the fallen, whatever they are, if they take on and it, like the appearance of something so weak to almost lure you in. Well, joke's on them. A baby crying, in a black void that's unexplained is still terrifying.
Yeah.
Like that, it doesn't tickle, even the motherhood in most like mothers, who are sitting there hearing this going, "Oh, I hear a poor helpless baby." Yeah, in a run down dilapidated school, like that is rumored to be on an ancient Indian burial ground. Like, yeah, you picked the wrong thing. Oh, a baby cry, that'll get him. Like everybody wants to come and help
it
a
almost
baby.
worked at first. There was just a group of us, and we all went looking. So.
Yeah, well, never again. Nope, caught it on the spirit box. No, thank you. All right. The second experience. I was 19, working in a small town restaurant as a pizza maker, a busser, and a delivery driver. It was a simple job and easy money, and I enjoyed being there. I began getting closer to one of my coworkers. His name was Chris, and we had ourselves a little fun summertime fling. One weekend, he invited me to meet some of his friends at his buddy Ben's house. The house was huge, and it was deep into the woods. Neighbors were a good distance away. It was private and secluded. We pulled up into the long dirt driveway, leading up to the beautifully lit home with 4 of his buddies waiting out on the porch for us. Sounds like any good old small town Appalachian start to a party or a story. What could go wrong? These boys are strapped. More guns, the more safe you are. Just saying. I'm a gunshot victim. I can say that. His friends were welcoming, and I felt comfortable with them immediately. But I wasn't there long before I was warned about the certain rooms in the house and not to go off exploring the upstairs alone. Ben explained that the upstairs bedrooms are off limits if you are alone. He said, there are angry spirits in the house that will hurt you. He went on to explain that his 2 younger brothers no longer sleep in their bedrooms because of the scratches and the nightmares and the voices they hear at night. Scratches? I wonder, I'm hoping those scratches are on the wall.
Yeah. What town was this? Is this the same town? It's just every house
I believe so.
Is every house in Massachusetts just fucking
Dude.
haunted?
We live in Athens, fucking Ohio.
This is like the third story we've got from Massachusetts, or the fourth. I don't know. No, I think it's the fourth.
Oh yeah, yeah. There is a lot of. I mean, honestly, the older the area, the more history there is.
Yeah.
Massachusetts, old as it gets. You know, gonna have a lot of stuff there. But I do know that that's where you go to party with the Puckwudgies. Gotta love a good Puckwudgie party. Just stay away from those fuckwudgies.
We got to go back to the story where the chick had the shadow thing, and she bailed out of the house after like a month. And the psychic she brought in had a panic attack.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that was Massachusetts.
Oh yeah.
We need to figure out how close these places are.
We need to come up. We need to have like on our Patreon. We need to have
a map,
like a map, and have it.
Dot where these things occurred.
Yeah, we're gonna make that happen. Or would somebody out there on our lovely Patreon want to help the boys out, the Holler Boys here, and take that on and get that started up? You could send that over with the map dots on it, or we could figure out how to maybe keep up to date with that on Discord. Have a map of all of where these have occurred. What if we get every country in the world?
Be neat.
Every
I just
state.
feel like it'd be interesting to get like shared experience, like
Yeah.
two different experiences from the same house would be.
I mean, we're getting them from all over.
Yeah.
I mean, stories tonight have like ranged from just below like
I think
Croatia.
Massachusetts got at least 4 now.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you're in the lead, Massachusetts.
Well, Ohio, we've gotten a couple from Ohio too.
Yeah.
Ohio's going to be a contender.
Yeah.
Ohio, all roads lead through Ohio. Therefore, all sorts of creepy stuff does too.
We'll have to do a tally. At the end of the year, we'll have tally them all up, and the winning state will get some cookies.
Yeah, some holy water. I immediately brushed him off, and that's when Chris grabbed my hand and said he was serious. All the boys chimed in with their own experiences in the house and assured me that this wasn't a joke. I still didn't believe them. They then showed me a picture of what they took in the basement that looked like a smoky apparition. I was still skeptical. They're starting to pick up on a theme. No!
Fuck this.
No!
Fuck that.
Yeah, right? Get fucked. That's stupid. Smudge. Thumb on the lens. It's just like light flare. Like, it's going to take like a ghost actually embracing you.
Yeah, there's a yard sale down there in Louisiana that'll sell you a fucking ring and a
Yeah, some big dude
vinyl
named
record
Leroy.
that'll.
Yeah, some big dude named Leroy is going to come to your house and give you the wonky eyes.
Don't trust him.
Yep.
We'll be like the nicest people ever, and like, oh, we were just trying to help, and we're just like,
And back to the story. One perfect summer night, been through a house party. It was around 10 p.m. when I met Chris at the house, and it was a party like any other party. Nothing out of the ordinary. As the sun started to rise, the party died down. People slowly trickled out of the house. Around 6 a.m., me and Chris went up to Ben's room while the boys smoked outside. We had some alone time. We did our business. Hey.
what does that mean? What does that mean?
I think they did that.
Chat, what do you think that means?
Yeah, let's just leave it up to chat. Hey, chat, what do you...
I bet they had a nice
Business talk?
some slices of cheese.
They went over their business cards.
Yeah.
Their business approach for next year's spring sale. Yeah, we know what you did. We did our business, and Chris went out to join the boys for a smoke after we had our fun. I was left in Ben's room alone, and this made me think. I just knew they were fucking with me. He wouldn't leave me alone up here, not after they said all that nonsense to me. The sun was lighting up the room, so I wasn't afraid. I didn't believe anything the boys had said about the upstairs being haunted, so I tried to get some sleep. Just as I was about to doze off, I heard a long, slow, extended creaking of the door opening. I peered over my shoulder, and I could see Ben's closet door opening slowly. I had that sick, burning feeling in my stomach again. Just like what I'd felt before. I heard a woman crying at my house 2 years prior. I didn't move, and my breathing started to become heavy. I kept telling myself it wasn't real. It was a breeze. It was just a breeze pushing the door open. Or the boys, they're just fucking with me somehow, I know it. I still couldn't move, even though everything in me was screaming to run. The silence in the room was so loud, if that makes any sense. The door stopped creaking, and all I could do was lay there, hyperventilating on the edge of the bed. Suddenly, I felt an energy standing over me, but I didn't see anyone there. I just felt super heavy. I started to sink into my bed, like someone placed their hands on the mattress and started pushing down on it, leaning over me. I've never felt a fear as intense as the fear I felt in that moment. That is, until I felt a hand gently resting on my thigh. It took everything in me to finally break from the paralyzed state and run as fast as I could. I ran out of the room, down the stairs, and straight to my car, passing the boys as if they weren't even there. Chris ran after me and asked what was wrong. I said between each heavy breath, you knew there was something up there, and you left me alone with it. The very thing you said not to do. The boys looked at Chris and yelled, "Dude, you left her alone up there?" Chris fumbled and stuttered over his words and said, "The sun is up. I didn't think anything would happen." I looked around. Everyone was gone from the party. It was just me and the 4 boys, and everyone was accounted for. I still couldn't believe what had just happened, and I was looking for an explanation. They asked me what had happened that made me run from the house. I told them everything. The closet door opening and the bed pushing down and the hand on my thigh. That's when Ben looked down at my leg, awkwardly positioned himself to place his hand on my thigh, and said, "Was it right here?" I said, "That's exactly where. How did you know that?" And he lifted his hand from my thigh. I could see how he knew. There were 5 bruises on my thigh, perfectly distanced from one another, like 5 fingerprints. I never went back to that house. My fling with Chris was over. Man, you got ghost cock blocked.
Chris, you blew it.
Yep, and he left her up there. Learn your lesson, bud. So what the fuck? Lady, how do you deny... These aren't like super crazy paranormal experiences.
Getting touched and bruised is something that, like, fuck.
Right? Like they're not wild, they're not crazy, and they're brief. You know, she narrows this down to like 2 times that she's had, you know, a paranormal experience, but you're still a skeptic, and you have physical marks on your body. You know, they're powerful experiences, is what they are, albeit brief. You said it was a gentle touch too, and yet it left bruises. You think that it was the actual physical force or just the touch itself that...
Things just touch you and then you get like handprints and stuff like that. And either it could be like really cold or really hot even. Like the one story where the kid got kind of slapped in the face, but it was like a burn.
Yeah, that was in the previous episode.
Yeah, so...
Yeah. I don't know how you could be a skeptic after all that. I really don't. I've heard enough to believe for you. But yeah, that's creepy. You know, we used to kind of have a party house out on 691 where the Impossible Hippie Hill was, and we would have to run by this one door, and the God, I can't remember that dude's name. Toast. That's what we all called him. Toast. He lived in that room briefly and was done. He was out. He didn't want any part of it, and we just locked that door. And it was right where it, you know, staircase to where you had to go up a flight. It was a flat part, and then turn to your left, up, you know, and then there was a flat part before it kind of went up and curved all the way around, almost like a U. But as it goes up, it's increasing in elevation. And that door was on that like second landing. So there was no avoiding it. You had to walk by it every time, and you got the creepiest, gross feeling every time you walked past it. But it was like the bathroom was up there, so you had to and it's just funny though, because we all partied so hard in that house, knowing still yeah, that's the creepy haunted room. And you'd watch and everybody got that same feeling as they would run past it. They would just get the ick, man.
Weird how some just not just even the whole house, and then you can just have a room that's regulated as that thing stays in there.
Yeah, it was almost that was its room. It was but I'm just
I
commenting.
wonder if that's what happened at her first experience. If it was somewhere, and then when they started renovating, they kind of
pissed it off,
unleashed it to more of the house or something.
Could be. Don't know. But what's your takeaway on that one, Cody?
Yeah, I still don't I don't understand how you're skeptic after both of those.
Yeah. Me either. But yeah, yikes. That's rough. That's tough. Yeah. But haunted party house. Never went back.
I want to go to Massachusetts.
Yeah.
It'd be a cool place to.
Seems like a lot of creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of creepy
do
stuff
some
there.
Investigating and stuff and.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's something we can pull off after we get enough wind in our sails from our Patreon community. Guys, if you'd like to join our Patreon community, it is Deadeye Two Tongues 740. Go there. Pledge whatever you like. It all helps. And if you just want to join the free aspect of our Patreon, you can do that as well. There's stuff that we only post to Patreon, just like there's stuff that we only post to different social media platforms. If you follow us on all of them, you'll never miss a thing. If you'd like to join us for the after episode party, you can go. If you are a paying member of our Patreon, then you get onto our Discord. There's a lot of awesome stuff going on over there. Guys, let them know in the live chat just how awesome our Discord is. It is popping off at all hours of the day. I swear there's always somebody on there. Always wake up to new messages. Always wake up to funny little memes and things to start your day on there. It's pretty great. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying our content, make sure to hit that like button like you're smacking the demon out of a possessed person, and go over there to the subscribe button and lay some flowers on that subscribe button, and help us get this out there. Share it with your friends. You can make clips of this, use it as your own content. Just make sure to let people know where you're getting that content from, ladies and gentlemen. So what'd you guys think? 3 awesome stories. Thank you guys for writing in. Let us know what you thought about these in the comment section. Guys, if you would like to have your story told, you can go to hellfirehollerpodcast@gmail.com. We're going to put that right here at the bottom of the screen. hellfirehollerpodcast@gmail.com. And you can tell us your story, whether that be a near-death experience, whether that could be a guardian angel, extraterrestrial, interdimensional, subterraneous, phantom, spooky, ghoul, zombie, throwing up snakes. Don't matter.
We've heard really good cake one day. Write that in. Be like, hey.
Yeah, make sure to,
recipes.
Be descriptive. If you were making a lovely, cake that day or something, make sure that it's in there. Take some time. I love cake. But yeah, be descriptive. Let us know all about it. Get us into the headspace, and we will have a good time around the internet campfire like we do every Monday and every Friday for the time being. But yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. That was an awesome episode. I think they're getting better as we go. Don't you, Cody?
Yeah.
Honest, at least. Well, what do you guys think?
I think we need a new host.
Boo Cody in the comment section. Boo him. Absolutely boo him. Shame him for everything he said. Take back all your nice comments. All of them.
No.
You son of a bitch. Hey, Cody, any closing comments?
Oh, we need a follow-up for the...
Yes, we do.
Second one.
The second story with the with I'm just going to say what felt like some Stephen King gypsy
Some sort of setup, I feel like.
magic. Not speaking down on the gypsies or whatever, but just, the way they're depicted in a lot of stories has that kind of mysticism along with trinkets and doodads.
They just the smiling and everything, all that stuff too. Just
The twinkling in the eye.
Trust
Yeah.
it. Don't trust it.
Yeah.
Well, we just happened to give you a record that was. Oh yeah. Did you?
Yeah. That one was definitely the most like up and down.
Yeah.
Like definitely the most up and down story. But we would like a follow up on the embrace if you can, Carrie. That would be awesome. We would absolutely love to hear what the explanation was, because she said that she could explain it, and whether or not you got that explanation. It feels like there's a bit lingering after that we would like some closure on.
Yeah. I hope it was all just benevolent and fine, and
Yeah.
and she talked to him, and they told her everything about it, and it was all everything evened out, and it wasn't malicious. But I've just from reading what that was and everything, it just gives me vibes like they set her up.
Yeah, I got a lot of malcontent from that story.
Don't trust those two.
Yeah, neither do I. And I'm not even convinced that old Leroy I think he's like a golem.
Could be.
I think
That'd be weird.
He is like kind of a zombified, like kind of guardian. Like I'm just going hard in the paint on this story.
The way she described him, just lumbering around and everything, and just
lazy
did he even
eyed.
talk?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. He served one purpose. He was by her side, and whenever it was time for that ring to be, taken back, he was the one that had the satchel, almost as if he wasn't affected by it. But 3 really spooky stories. Guys, keep them coming. That is how we make our content. And if you guys want to, if you know some people that have some spooky stories, again, please send them over to Hellfire podcast at gmail.com. You can follow me, Deadeye Two Tongues, on all socials. This is Cody Cameraman, or Deadeye Cameraman 1 over on TikTok, Deadeye _ and then Cameraman 1. We're going to put that at the end too. We're going to put our socials. Wow, for the first time. We're going to put our socials on there at the end. So if you like the cut of our jib, you don't follow us on everything else, well, this will give you the opportunity to. We would love to see you, whether you came from Instagram tonight, whether you came from TikTok, or whether you just stumbled upon us on the old YouTube. Thank you for showing up. We appreciate it. We love all you guys down there in the chat. We love all of our amazing Patreon members. That's why you're going to see your name here at the very end of the screen as this episode's artwork rolls. Guys, thank you for joining us. Thank you for everything that you do for us Holler Boys. We appreciate you guys so much. We love you with all of our hearts. People are driving. People are driving, Cody. And it's 10 times louder in these headphones.
Look how far away the mic was.
You're going to give me a freaking heart attack. Anywho, on that note, on that horrible, guttural, zombie-sounding note.
Hey, it hurt me just as much as it hurt you.
Shut the fuck up. I'm your host, Deadeye Two Tongues. As always, the faithful Fogman. Over here with me, my best friend, Cody. Cody, sign out politely.
We will see you again on Mondays and Fridays at 8 p.m.
We love you guys. See you on the next episode, and we'll see you on Discord at the after party. We love each and every one of you guys. We hope you stay spooky. We hope you stay strapped, and we hope you stay wild.